young people are being indoctrinated by hatred of Jews. How do we stop that? Because it's global, but as a country, it's dangerous.
Well, you're absolutely right, because if Jew hatred is, I suppose, tolerated, even licensed up to a point, sooner or later hateful thoughts become hateful actions, such as what we saw. And I can't believe that the New South Wales Police didn't crack down on that protest outside the Opera House on October the 9th. I can't believe that march across the Harbour Bridge wasn't banned. I can't believe that these hate preachers who are up there every week in the prayer rooms and mosques of Sydney and Melbourne haven't been either prosecuted or deported. I think there's been a chronic weakness of government. I think there's been a hand-wringing impotence on the part of leaders who should have been so much stronger. And I think that would send a very clear message, not just to people who might be on social media kind of fanning the flames of religious discord, but even people in schools presenting a perhaps over-the-top version of Islam. And I know what they do in some other countries. I mean, in places like the Emirates, for instance, to be an imam, you've got to be licensed. And the Muslim Brotherhood type imams don't get licensed. Now, that's not to say that there's not an underground movement, but of course the Emiratis and the Egyptians and the successful Muslim countries are very good at monitoring and, where necessary and possible, cracking down on all of that. And the last thing I want to see is any authoritarianism in this country, but just as we wouldn't tolerate for a second someone calling himself or herself a Catholic urging, for argument's sake, a bombing campaign in Northern Ireland, we wouldn't tolerate that for a second. Why have we tolerated these people standing up and effectively calling for the annihilation of all the Jews in Israel? I mean, why have we tolerated that? I think we've had an appalling double standard. And again, it comes down to, I think, weak leadership.